Hey guys, it's been a while, but here's another racing rant brought to you by OversteerTV. Well, recently they had the first IndyCar race of the season with their new cars at the St. Pete Grand Prix, and something happened during that race that happens at a lot of IndyCar races that kind of ticks me off. It turned into a fuel economy race for certain drivers. Some drivers just couldn't compete, couldn't go fast enough because they had to save fuel. I hate that. It's a race. You're supposed to be in the car, the best setup, and the fastest driver is supposed to be in the head, not the guy who can pretend he's driving a Prius. Okay, guys? I mean, two drivers really got screwed royally. British screwed, not American screwed. I can't do that one. Will Power, who had the fastest car out there all weekend, had the pole. Because everybody wants to play strategy with fuel, you know, they pulled him in when poor Simon de Silvestro's car conked down the front straight. They pulled him in real quick, do a little strategies. Blah, blah, blah. He got mired in the back of the pack, was never able to recover. The yellow flags didn't fall his way. That sucks. All right, he was a fast guy out there, but then when you're stuck way in back there with a car, with a new car that was hard to pass in a track that's hard to pass in, there is no way he's going to make it back unless he got lucky, and he didn't get lucky this time. Poor Will. The other guy was really driving me crazy was Ryan Hunter-Reay. He had a very competitive car out there for Andretti Racing, new Chevy. He was in second place for a long time behind Scott Dixon, and you heard over and over again this message.
Again, don't worry about Dixie here. Back up to us. You're doing good. Just keep on saving me fuel here. Anything you can. Help. Great job on that last lap. Help me out here. Come on now. You got to help me out here a little bit. Helio's not going to try to come around you. Don't worry about Dixie.
Does anybody watch a race to see a driver go slow? If you're watching this, you're a fan of racing. So here, who likes the fact that some drivers have to drive slow to save fuel? I'll wait for an answer. Okay, anybody who answers said yes, they would like to see that. Click stop. Go to your bedroom, put on the TV, and watch, you know, some other channel. Okay, House and Garden TV, the Food Network, something. You're not a race fan. All right, something's got to be done, IndyCar, and this is my proposal. Some of it's the idea from Formula One, which I love. No refueling during the race. I know they have small gas tanks. Put in bigger gas tanks if they can. Of course, it's a big if with those things. No refueling. Oh, but Tony, they're going to take away strategy. That's important. No, it's not taking away strategy. You still have tire strategy, which is probably more important for racing. All right, you're trying to put the right tires to go fastest at the right time. That's racing. All right, you'll still have the strategy there. Oh, but the cost is going to be too much retrofitting the cars. Yeah, you want to know something? It's going to cost a bit in the beginning, putting in the bigger tanks, adapting the cars. But guess what? Over time, you'll have at least save one less guy over the pit wall. So it's one less guy each team has to have. All that refueling equipment, all that work, don't have to spend that money anymore. So you're going to spend money in the long run. Then there's the other issue that I love that everybody's talking about, but nobody's talking about it when it comes to this issue, safety. I cringe. I hate pit stops when I see those guys messing around with that thing. When it doesn't go just right and I see some of that ethanol just go splashing around, you can't even see when it burns. Safety. You're not going to have that problem anymore. All right. Well, people go, well, oh, and the other thing is, oh, but if they just put in a certain amount of fuel, they might still have to go slow at the end of the race to save fuel to reach the end. No, what you do is you mandate a certain amount of fuel that every car's got to start with. You know, you figure out how many gallons it's going to take. You know, IndyCar knows exactly how much gas each motor does. Throw in an extra 3 or 4 gallons to be sure, and there you go. Everybody goes balls to the walls the entire race. That's my rant. IndyCar, if you're watching, pay attention. If not, hey, take it for what it's worth. Some jerk down here in Miami with an opinion.